Welcome back to our channel Rare Coins Collections, where we dive into the fascinating world of rare and valuable coins. Today, we've got an exciting topic that might just make you take another look at that old jar of coins sitting in your drawer. We're talking about the United States 5-cent nickel from 2004, a coin that's far more valuable than its face value suggests. So, stick with us as we uncover the secrets behind this nickel, and you'll be shocked to learn just how much it could be worth. Let's start by setting the stage. The 5-cent nickel has been around for a long time, first introduced in 1866. Over the years, it has undergone numerous changes, but none more intriguing than what happened in 2004. It was a year of transition for the nickel, as the U.S. Mint introduced a new design that brought a modern twist to this classic coin. The 2004 nickel is part of the Westward Journey series, which commemorates the exploration of the American West, specifically focusing on the Louisiana Purchase and the Lewis and Clark Expedition. At first glance, the 2004 nickel doesn't look all that different from previous versions, but it carries significant historical value. The obverse side of the coin still features the familiar portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States. But it's on the reverse side that the magic happens. The reverse design showcases a stunning image of the keelboat that was used by Lewis and Clark during their expedition, which is a beautiful tribute to one of the most important journeys in American history. The 2004 nickels were produced in large quantities, and they circulated widely, so finding one isn't necessarily rare. However, what makes certain 2004 nickels incredibly valuable is their mint mark and condition. Yes, you heard that right, mint marks matter. In 2004, the U.S. Mint produced the nickel at several different facilities, and each one left a distinct mint mark. Coins that were produced in particular mints, especially those with rare mint marks, are much more sought after by collectors. One of the most notable versions of the 2004 nickel is the coin minted in Denver, marked with a D mint mark. This coin was produced in a relatively small batch compared to other years, which makes it more scarce. And when it comes to coins, scarcity is a key factor in determining their value, but there's more to the story. Condition plays an even bigger role in how much a 2004 nickel can fetch. If you've ever looked closely at the condition of a coin, you know that collectors are obsessed with finding coins that are in mint, uncirculated, or near perfect condition. Coins that have been kept in pristine condition, without scratches, discoloration, or signs of heavy circulation, are always the most valuable. A coin that has remained untouched since it was first minted has a significantly higher value than one that has been passed around in daily transactions. Now, let's talk about some of the most sought-after versions of the 2004 nickel. The most valuable ones are typically those with the D mint mark, especially when they're in flawless, uncirculated condition. But the real prize for collectors is a specific error variety of the 2004 nickel. This error occurs when there's an unusual strike, misalignment, or other imperfections that can only happen at the minting process. These error coins are incredibly rare, and finding one can be like striking gold. It's no wonder that collectors will go to great lengths to find a nickel with one of these special features. What makes these error coins so valuable? Simply put, they're unique. When a mistake happens during the minting process, it means that no other coin in existence is quite like it. That rarity drives demand, and demand drives up the price. It's not uncommon to find error coins being sold at auctions for thousands of dollars, depending on the type of error and its overall condition. But here's the big question: just how much is a 2004 US 5-cent nickel worth? If you happen to have one of these rare, uncirculated coins in mint condition, or even better, one with a minting error, you could be sitting on a small fortune. Hold on to your seats because the value of one of these special coins can be as high as $34,000. Yes, you read that correctly, $34,000 for a single 5-cent nickel from 2004. Imagine finding one of these hidden treasures tucked away in a collection of old coins. That small piece of history could turn into an impressive payday. So, if you happen to have a 2004 nickel, it's worth taking the time to carefully inspect it. Look for mint marks, examine its condition, and see if you can spot any unusual features or errors. You could be holding onto a coin that's worth far more than its modest face value. In the world of coin collecting, it's the rare finds like these that make the hobby so thrilling. Who knows what other hidden treasures are waiting to be discovered? If you have a passion for coins or are simply curious about the value of your collection, always remember that it's the details that can make a huge difference in worth. Today, we're focusing on a coin that might be hiding in plain sight, the United States 5-cent nickel from 2005. While this might seem like an ordinary nickel at first glance, there's more to it than meets the eye. Stick around as we dive into the history, design, and most importantly, the potential value of the 2005 nickel, and trust us, the price might just surprise you. Let's start by talking about the significance of the 2005 nickel in the broader context of U.S. coinage. The 5-cent nickel, also known simply as the nickel, has been a staple in American currency for more than a century. In 2005, this small coin played an important role in the redesign of the Jefferson nickel, a coin that has undergone several changes since it was first minted in 1938. In 2005, the U.S. Mint introduced a new reverse design to honor the bicentennial of the Lewis and Clark expedition, which adds a layer of historical significance to this coin. The 2005 nickel features an image of the famous keelboat used by Lewis and Clark on their historic journey through the American West. The reverse side of the coin displays the boat as it sails down the Missouri River, while the obverse continues to feature Thomas Jefferson's portrait. This new design was part of the Westward Journey series, a set of coins issued to celebrate the explorer's monumental trip that opened up much of the western United States. The 2005 nickel thus captures a pivotal moment in American history, making it not only a piece of currency but a lasting reminder of America's expansion and exploration. While the 2005 nickel is historically important, it's the specific characteristics of this coin that make it a valuable item for collectors. Many of these coins were minted in large quantities and spent quickly in circulation, meaning most 2005 nickels show signs of wear and tear. However, what collectors look for is a nickel in exceptional condition, an uncirculated coin with little to no signs of damage or use. The condition of a coin is crucial when determining its value, and this is where the 2005 nickel's true potential begins to shine. One key aspect that increases the value of a 2005 nickel is its mint mark. The U.S. Mint produces coins at different facilities, and each location adds its unique mint mark to the coin. The two primary mint marks for the 2005 nickel are the P for the Philadelphia Mint and the D for the Denver Mint. Of the two, the 2005 D nickel is particularly sought after by collectors due to its relatively lower mintage, making it more difficult to find in pristine condition. If you happen to have a 2005 D nickel that's been carefully preserved, you might be in for a real surprise. But the true value of the 2005 nickel doesn't just lie in the mint mark or the condition of the coin, it's the unique, rare variants that make this coin especially exciting for collectors. Some 2005 nickels feature striking errors or unusual characteristics that occur during the minting process. These errors could include misalignments, double strikes, or even flaws in the design that give the coin a distinctive appearance. Collectors go wild for these types of coins because they're one of a kind, and owning one means owning a piece of American history that's truly rare. So, what makes these rare error coins so valuable? Well, rarity is a big factor. The fewer of these coins that are available, the higher their demand, and ultimately, their value. Minting errors are highly desirable because no two error coins are exactly alike, meaning they stand out in a way that regular coins simply don't. When these error coins make their way to the auction block, their prices can soar, making them highly prized in the world of numismatics. Now, let's get to the exciting part, the value of the 2005 US 5-cent nickel. If you happen to come across a 2005 nickel in near-perfect or uncirculated condition, especially one from the Denver Mint, you might be holding onto something quite valuable. However, if your coin happens to have a rare error or distinctive feature, the value could be much higher. We're talking about a potential worth of as much as $44,000 for a single 2005 nickel. That's right, $44,000. This is the kind of money that can turn an everyday coin into an incredible find. Imagine stumbling upon one of these gems in your collection or discovering it in your spare change. It's the kind of moment that every coin collector dreams of. With so many coins out there in circulation, it's easy to overlook the possibility that one of them might be worth a small fortune. But now that you know the potential value of the 2005 nickel, it's worth taking a closer look at your coins and checking for any mint marks, errors, or pristine examples that might just be hiding in plain sight. In conclusion, the 2005 US 5-cent nickel is more than just pocket change. Whether it's the historical significance of the Lewis and Clark design, the rarity of specific mint marks, or the allure of a coin with a minting error, this nickel holds far more value than its face value suggests. And if you happen to find a flawless 2005D nickel or an error version in your collection, you could be holding a rare treasure worth tens of thousands of dollars. So, if you've got a stash of coins at home, take a moment to examine them carefully. You never know what hidden gems you might discover, and that next coin you find could be the one that makes you a fortune. Thanks for watching today's video. Today, we're diving into a hidden gem in the world of US coins, a coin that may have been overlooked by many but holds tremendous value. We're talking about the United States 5-cent nickel from 1975. While it might seem like just another nickel, this coin is anything but ordinary. Stick with us, because by the end of this video, you'll be amazed at just how valuable this little piece of history can be. Let's start by setting the scene. The 1975 5-cent nickel might not look too different from other nickels, but it holds a special place in American coinage history. In 1975, the U.S. Mint was in the midst of creating coins that would represent the country's spirit of progress and innovation. This particular year saw the continuation of the famous Jefferson nickel, which had been in circulation since 1938. While the basic design of Thomas Jefferson's portrait on the obverse remained unchanged, the 1975 nickel would soon become the subject of much discussion in the coin collecting world due to its rarity and certain minting nuances. One of the most important things to understand about the 1975 nickel is the context in which it was minted. The mid-1970s was a time of change and uncertainty in the United States. The country was dealing with economic inflation and an energy crisis, but despite all of this, the U.S. Mint continued producing its regular coinage. The Jefferson nickel, with its classic design, continued to be a symbol of the country's resilience. However, little did anyone know at the time that certain 1975 nickels would eventually become incredibly sought after by collectors for reasons that weren't immediately obvious. At first glance, the 1975 nickel appears to be a regular coin. It features the familiar portrait of President Thomas Jefferson, along with the coin's denomination, 5 cents, and the word liberty. On the reverse side, you'll find the iconic depiction of Jefferson's home, Monticello. However, what makes this coin particularly interesting is the rare mint marks that set certain 1975 nickels apart from others. The U.S. Mint produces coins at several different facilities, each marked with its own mint mark. For the 1975 nickel, the two primary mint marks were the P for Philadelphia and the D for Denver. While both mint marks were used to produce the 1975 nickels, the Denver minted coins were far fewer in number, and this scarcity has caused them to rise in value over time. But even more valuable are those coins that are in pristine, uncirculated condition. Coins that have avoided wear and tear due to circulation are much rarer, and collectors pay a premium for those in mint condition. While the 1975 nickel might seem like a relatively common coin in circulation, one thing that makes it stand out is its connection to the broader world of coin collecting. As time passed, collectors began to recognize that not all 1975 nickels were created equal. Coins in pristine, uncirculated condition from the Denver Mint began to attract more attention. The key to their higher value is the scarcity of these coins in good condition. A nickel that has been kept in perfect shape is worth much more than one that has been passed around in daily transactions for decades. But there's another element to the 1975 nickel's value that's worth mentioning: error coins. During the minting process, errors occasionally happen, and these mistakes can create coins that are highly valuable to collectors. These errors could include misprints, double strikes, or even off-center designs. When an error happens at the mint, it creates a coin that's one of a kind, and that rarity drives up the value. Error coins are often sought after by collectors because they are truly unique pieces of history, and they stand out in a way that regular coins simply don't. So, what does all of this mean for the value of a 1975 nickel? If you happen to have a 1975 nickel in excellent condition, particularly one with a D mint mark from Denver, you might already know that it's worth more than just 5 cents. However, if you've got a pristine, uncirculated 1975 nickel, or even better, one with a minting error, you could be sitting on a real treasure. The value of a 1975 nickel in excellent condition has reached impressive heights in recent years. In fact, one of these rare coins can be worth as much as $37,000. Yes, you heard that correctly, $37,000 for a single 1975 nickel. That's an incredible amount of money for what might seem like just another coin from your spare change. The high value of the 1975 nickel is a perfect example of how coin collecting can be a rewarding pursuit. With patience, attention to detail, and a bit of luck, you might just find yourself holding a coin worth a small fortune. If you have a collection of old coins, or if you've inherited some change from years past, it's worth taking the time to carefully examine your nickels. You might have a 1975 nickel hiding among them, and if it's in great shape, you could be in for a big surprise. So, how do you know if your 1975 nickel is one of the valuable ones? First, check the condition. A coin that's been well preserved, with no signs of heavy circulation, is far more valuable than one that's been tossed around in your pocket for decades. Next, look for the mint mark. The Denver mint mark is particularly valuable, especially when paired with a flawless appearance. And finally, don't forget about the possibility of an error coin. If you notice anything unusual or different about the design, whether it's a misprint, double strike, or other imperfections, be sure to have it evaluated by a professional. That small mistake could be what makes your coin worth thousands. In conclusion, the 1975 US 5-cent nickel might seem like an ordinary coin, but with its historical significance, rarity, and potential for errors, it holds a surprising value. Whether it's the D mint mark, its pristine condition, or a rare error, this nickel has a place in the hearts of collectors, and potentially a place in your wallet as well. So, take another look at your coins, and who knows? You might just discover that your 1975 nickel is worth a lot more than you ever imagined. Thanks for watching today's video. If you enjoyed learning about this fascinating coin, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss another exciting coin discovery. Happy collecting, and who knows, your next big find could be right around the corner.